Human history has borne witness to the rise of magnificent empires that truly pushed the very limits of our imagination. Yet, some of these great civilizations, even as they were experiencing their most brilliant eras, suddenly plunged into an inexplicable silence, leaving not a single clue or answer behind. For thousands of years, these cities, concealed deep beneath impenetrable forests, boundless deserts, or the vastness of oceans, today stand as some of modern science's and archaeology's most significant and enduring mysteries. How were they built? Who moved those massive stones? And what advanced technology did they use? And most importantly of all, where did these people disappear to? Today, we are going to dive deep into the 7 lost cities that have been erased from maps, but whose mystery only grows with each passing day. If you're ready, history's greatest hide-and-seek game is about to begin. At the very top of our list is the greatest legend that immediately comes to mind when we talk about lost cities: Atlantis. This advanced and utopian civilization, described by the renowned philosopher Plato 2,500 years ago, allegedly sank into the dark waters of the ocean in just one single night. For many centuries, mariners and intrepid explorers have diligently searched for this lost city at the very bottom of the world's oceans. However, in recent years, some dedicated researchers have now come forward with a truly groundbreaking and incredibly exciting new claim. Atlantis might not actually be located underwater. The enormous circular structure, known as the Eye of the Sahara, in the heart of the Sahara Desert, shows a surprising similarity to Plato's descriptions. Its circular dimensions, water and land rings, and geographical details. This has divided the scientific world. Perhaps Atlantis wasn't submerged by a catastrophe. On the contrary, it's waiting to be discovered right under our noses today. Beneath a massive sandstorm, we now turn our route to the heart of Anatolia, the mystical Cappadocia region. In 1963, a villager renovating his home made one of the most astonishing discoveries in human history, the Derinkuyu underground city. This is not just a cave, but a massive ecosystem descending 18 stories deep, where 20,000 people could live for months without ever going outside. From ventilation shafts to elaborate wineries, from animal shelters to grand churches, from functional kitchens to massive stone sliding doors, everything had been conceived and planned down to the very last intricate detail. But the real profound mystery is this: thousands of years ago, without the aid of modern drills or any artificial light sources, who could have carved these hard volcanic rocks with such incredible, perfect precision? And perhaps most crucially, what compelled these individuals to seek refuge so profoundly deep within the Earth's embrace? Was it some enigmatic menace descending from the celestial expanse, or a long-forgotten cataclysm that violently convulsed the very foundations of our world, which ultimately drove them into this shadowed sanctuary? In the heart of Jordan's deserts, a dazzling city rises, intricately carved into the red rocks. Petra, built by the Nabateans, this city was one of the wealthiest and most advanced trade centers of its time. But what truly makes Petra unique is its architecture, almost impossible to replicate even today. Without modern engineering knowledge, how were those colossal temples and royal buildings carved into the giant rocks from top to bottom with such perfect mathematical precision? And how did they manage water in the middle of this arid desert with such complex dam and canal systems? For centuries, the city remained completely isolated from the outside world, only to be accidentally rediscovered in the year 1812. Petra, an engineering marvel hidden among the sands, still holds thousands of unanswered questions today. Now, our journey takes us deep into Southeast Asia, to the dense, untouched forests of Cambodia. Angkor Wat, once the world's largest city, was home to over 1 million people. It was an engineering marvel, a true testament to human ingenuity, with its colossal temples, intricate waterways, and vast sprawling pyramids. But in the 15th century, this immense city was mysteriously abandoned. The forest slowly but surely reclaimed the abandoned city, its colossal tree roots embracing the ancient temples, encasing them like a natural living cage. Did this magnificent civilization fall victim to the very complex water system it had so meticulously engineered? Or was it a sudden, drastic climate change that compelled them to abandon this glorious city? Today, as we wander among the colossal ancient towers of Angkor Wat, we are struck by the profound realization of how nature can relentlessly reclaim everything crafted by human hands. At an astonishing altitude of exactly 2,400 meters above sea level, on that rugged towering peak where the majestic Andes Mountains seem to touch the very clouds, a mysterious ancient ghost city emerges, Machu Picchu. This magnificent city of the Inca Empire was constructed by a people who used no wheel, no iron, not even writing. How were massive stone blocks weighing tons, joined with such perfect precision that not even a razor blade could fit between them, and without any mortar? Why did the Incas abandon this magnificent city? This city, whose precise location even the Spanish invaders failed to discover for centuries, chose instead to fade away into its own profound silence. Perhaps Machu Picchu was not merely a simple settlement, but rather a colossal observatory, specifically constructed to meticulously observe the celestial stars in the vast night sky. The alignment of the rocks is so in harmony with the sun's movement during the equinoxes that it points to an advanced astronomical knowledge, too profound to be explained by mere coincidence. In Italy's sunny lands, there's a place where time stood still, Pompeii. But this city wasn't abandoned over time like others. It was erased from history in just a few hours. In the year 79 AD, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius left the city buried beneath an enormous layer of ash and lava. What makes Pompeii so tragic and mysterious is how its people were frozen like statues in their daily lives at that very moment. Archaeologists found a populace whose lives had stopped at that exact second, perfectly preserved beneath the volcanic ashes, those having breakfast, lovers embracing each other, families desperately trying to escape. Pompeii provides us with the purest yet most agonizing glimpse into ancient Roman life. This city stands as the most concrete proof of how utterly vulnerable humanity is against the raw power of nature's fury. And our final stop is perhaps the place whose name you've heard the least, yet it is undoubtedly the most peculiar, Madol, a truly massive stone city constructed from over 100 artificial islands, situated in a desolate region right in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. The local inhabitants firmly believe that these millions of tons of basalt blocks were transported here by flying wizards, carried through the air. This is because each of these massive blocks weighs several tons, and the nearest quarry is located many kilometers away from the island. Moving these enormous stones across shallow waters and over delicate coral reefs would demand a truly significant logistical miracle, even in our modern times. Today, in this city where no one resides and which the local people do not approach, believing it to be haunted, it is claimed that electronic devices cease to function and compasses deviate from their true path. Madol continues to rise, a forgotten magnetic fortress of mystery in the ocean's heart. From Atlantis' legends to Pompeii's tragic end, from the deep well's dark tunnels to Machu Picchu's cloudy peaks, these cities teach us one thing: no civilization, no matter how advanced, is eternal. While we live today in our modern skyscrapers and smart cities, who can possibly know what will be left of us thousands of years from now? Perhaps future generations will look back and remember our cities as nothing but unattainable legends. So, what is your favorite mystery? What do you think about why these cities were abandoned or how they were constructed? If you know of any other lost cities, let's meet and discuss them in the comments section. For the continuation of these deep exploration journeys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the Bilge Edinme channel.
Remain curious, remain with discovery.